taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. They're running with Pacheco from the gun. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Middle. 180. 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
180.
A give here to Mitchell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Real quick. Hey, 180. Yeah. No, we cut.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here. It's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 44 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a two-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last two drives.
They've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a two-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Third down and 10.
Hey, Alpha, tonight.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired, and he's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking for the outrun. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt.
For the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. A little juke. Well, they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 76 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Yo. You.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Chiefs nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown.
Defense gets up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Mahomes now to throw. Short throw, hold in by Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. The 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time, and a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out of the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuck that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but now the 4 is inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion with 24 yards there. Nice play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd and 3.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha, sit up!
On first down, it's a run with Ali. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
On the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Alpha, sit up! 180! Sit up! 180! 180, sit up! Hey! 180, shot!
Now it's Jackson. The RPO will keep it himself. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
You change it. Sit up! 180! What is shot? Sit up!
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5.
Ravens 14.
Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Oh, it was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Yo.
They go play action to Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
46 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when you have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I don't need to. Let's go, Artie!
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. For a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
13.
They go play action now. Jackson complete to Likely. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. So left side is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Middle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
We're good.
He's Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard
So
line.
2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Attack! Yellow! Attack!
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dive into your game plan a little bit better. Maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused, because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. First carry now for Justice Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Jackson from the shotgun.
To the sideline and likely brings it in.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Baltimore first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw, they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson. That is not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So give him 3 on that drive. And, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder. A field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in different ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Kansas City.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And take it forward from that fire up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yellow, yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 10.
Back now in
First
Baltimore.
down, Chiefs.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie.
Mahomes now to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. Oh, Eddie.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's caught inside the 20. Inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw again.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
First down.
Yellow.
1st and goal.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
They don't get in there, partner, but I don't think that's a bad thing for them, right? Just bleed the clock now, right? Take your time running your plays. And, yeah, you want to get into the end zone, but it wouldn't hurt if you did another play or 2, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're nursing this small lead. Just don't fumble the football.
Just make sure you have ball security.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 73 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Not in a position where they actually have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a 1st down for Derrick Henry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
No, we changed it.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Oh. Hey, hey.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
For the Ravens field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And joy will reign in the end